What's up, Charlie and Pags? Robert,
Oh,
how are you?
how are you?
Good, good. We've had an extended weekend. Normally we see each other on a Friday, but we
Yeah.
decided to push it back a little bit and try Monday and see how that goes. Friday has been really, really hectic with a lot of channels and just timing and stuff. So we wanted to see how everything flowed tonight.
Mhm.
Um, so Nightshade, why are you live tonight? This is actually our new night. We're going to go on Mondays at this time.
Monday.
Um, Fridays was really tough. I mean, you got like Big Dog Dave. I got slap shots. You get later in the night. It's just Friday. People go out and do stuff. It's just kind of one of those things. So plus it was hard for us too. So we figured let's try Mondays and see how it goes. But we appreciate everybody in the chat. Tats, how's it going, Tats? Horror Collector Fiend, uh, Unicorn Zombie Princess. Hey, Jasmine. Nadia, how's it going, Nadia? Um, but so we're gonna get this kicked off here pretty good. Zach, how's it going? Yeah, well, I try to be I kind of multiply myself. I'm like gremlins, It's like when you give me water, I multiply. So
Uh-oh.
uh, Flip Cake, how's it going? But let's go ahead and start this off.
Let's go.
All right, so that's it. It's stream, guys. So as we're getting closer to Halloween, it's August, which usually means you'll start seeing things like in Walmart and Target start popping up for that fall, Halloween stuff. So it's like the clearance for Fourth of July. Let's start working on the next big thing, which is Halloween. Um, Obviously, with so many things that are going on in the country, hopefully, we can get back to the roots of, having the Universal Horror Nights. We can have, the trick or treating. We can have a lot of the scares. For me, I, I say, Halloween 365. I'm good. Like I'm 100% good. So, um, but yeah, Jasmine. I want to say hi to Jasmine. Hope you were doing well. Um, See, look at Dollar Tree already has stuff Halloween items out. Yeah, I mean they get their boxes and they just start loading stuff up, and it's always good because it's fresh. It's not picked over, so like you can go in and grab a couple things here and there. You don't have to like grab everything; just like grab maybe 5 items, put them away. That's what's good. So in the chat, what do you guys look forward to the most when Halloween comes to? I mean, do you look forward to, the marathons of scary movies? Do you look forward to, taking the kids out trick or treating? Do you look forward to Halloween parties? Do you look forward to decorating? What is it about Halloween that gets your blood boiling? What's up, Sassy? How's it going? Um, you know what I mean? Like Shark Week. It's like the blood's in the water. Pags, for you, what is it about Halloween that kind of, boils your blood, bud?
Oh, well, first of all, what's good is that I could go out on Halloween without looking weird. I'm more socially acceptable on Halloween.
Hey,
But
Chris.
what makes my blood boil is seeing Christmas decorations by the time we hit Halloween. That angers me.
Oh, yeah?
hmm
And why is that?
Because let us have our holiday, let us finish our holiday, and let the turkey get his day. Then Christmas items.
Well, it's one of those things where I think, yeah, with Thanksgiving, I mean, they really do push families like pretty much having turkey on the go and go to buy stuff, for Black Friday. You know, it's like if you don't, one of the things that we've done is we would have Thanksgiving on Wednesday and kind of just, and then still continue leftovers into Thursday, hanging out in the morning, doing something, maybe go to the movies and then go shopping. So there's all kinds of things that you could do with Thanksgiving. It used to be we would get Thursday, Friday off, and then go back to school on Monday. But now you get that full week. So we're gonna see what's happening. I know that. Hey, what's up, McDorks? Amazing. How are you guys?
Heard the
How's it going?
McDorks. Hello, McDorks.
Um, Definitely, like I said, when you look at Halloween, like it is a great time of the year for me. Like, I mean, I just love it. I enjoy it. It's one of those things where I'm not going to wait, you know, a week into October to start decorating. Like September is a good time for me to start. You know, what do you guys think? Like what is it about Halloween that gets your blood boiling? Do you enjoy the movie marathons? Do you enjoy going to the haunted houses? Do you enjoy going into the stores and seeing the animatronics? You know
Well,
what I mean?
what Lee like is that in October we go to Comic Con, New York Comic Con. So it really starts off the month, and then we get to hang out and cosplay. So you get to hang out pretty much in costume from the beginning of the month to the end of the month.
Okay. Well, I mean, cosplay. There's so many great ones too for Halloween and horror. It's like some people are just so creative, and a lot of investment. They probably start in January, knowing that they're going in October, and they just all the details and everything that goes into costumes. 100%. But wanted to kind of bring up generally, some news that's coming through here that you may not have heard of, or that you may. Um, they possibly have solved the situation with Friday the 13th. Now, if you not realize, next week
I just you know
is Friday the 13th. We have Friday the 13th this month. So we may get some Jason Voorhees news on that particular day in regards to the franchise. But apparently, Corey Feldman, who was in the movies, as you guys know, and was Tommy, um, he was at a party and he ran into a lawyer who said that he was on the situation of solving it, or knew about it, or whatever the case may be, and said that things were going to be taken care of. So that they came to an agreement. So what do you guys think about that?
oh, that's exciting news. I mean, I really want to see a new Friday the 13th movie. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too. So what do you guys think? Where okay, if they start with Friday the 13th and they are able to get that stuff going, what do you think is the basis for the next movie? Like, where do you pick up? Do you go like Halloween and say everything else is gone, but you
Yeah, just
can't go you can't go to the first one because the first one didn't have Jason until the end, and it wasn't really Jason in the hockey mask. So you can't go off of the first original and go from there like Halloween did.
when did Corey Feldman come in 3 or 4? Or
I
no?
believe it was, I want to say 4, but it could have been towards the end of 3 as well. Um,
I can see them picking up from there, like a continuation about maybe they accept up to a certain point as canon, and then they move forward. Don't you think? Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
that would make sense. That seems to be what the other horror movies are doing.
let's
From
take
the
a look
book.
here.
Yeah,
So
because
this
even the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there's a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie coming up that basically says forget from part 2 and on, and the remakes. It's going to pick up from the original. Same
yeah,
thing with obviously what Halloween did. I imagine Jason will do it, and if they ever do a Nightmare on Elm Street.
okay, so let's take a look here. Um, let's double check here. So um, scroll down, make sure get this out. Okay. So what we have here, could Friday the 13th finally return to theaters? Corey Feldman seems to think so. Um, so what basically Friday the 13th movie, we're looking at possibly knowing when it could happen, what's going on. But eventually, due to legal issues and the underwhelming reboots, Jason was really, really slim, of happening. But former franchise star Corey Feldman Friday the 13th, which is a legit source, believes that it might return to the theaters in the near future. Goes on to saying that he had some interesting knowledge to drop for fans of the slasher franchise. It started with the fact that Friday the 13th is getting into a position to cut into production on a legacy sequel. Feldman has an idea on where it should pick up, which led to the following rundown on how it's been made to believe the legal woes surrounding are settled. So he feels if he does any reboots, the reboot should be Tommy versus Jason type reboot. Some guy came up to a party, like I said 2 weeks ago, said that they resolved the rights issues, that he's a lawyer, so they should be able to start making movies again. Plus the games, obviously the games is one of the things. But Friday the 13th, the final chapter, meant to originally end the Jason Voorhees saga. And young Tommy helped kill Jason, but was teased to potentially be the next slasher to haunt Camp Crystal Lake. So, a couple more sequels without Corey Feldman further tested the waters, but ultimately Tommy went from being the next Jason to a legacy victim. So, what are your thoughts on that, guys? I mean, what do you guys feel, in the chat? Like, is that something you would enjoy seeing? Like, what is your thoughts for a Friday the 13th? Hey, Nerdy Awkward Frost, how are you, Brittany? Hope you're doing well.
Hello,
Um,
Glee.
Chris Kano, but he's a little tired and I had a long stream last night,
Oh,
into the morning.
hey.
Flip Cake, hope you and the family are doing well. So basically, like a reboot of a reboot of another reboot. So the thing is you're not necessarily doing the reboot. You're going the route of Halloween, where you pick it up with Tommy Jarvis. Now, do you make him, look like he's going to come in to turn into, Jason Voorhees, or does he battle Jason Voorhees? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you like to see? I definitely want to see a snow setting for Friday the 13th as well. Like one of the things that I've always thought about was, like a group of kids, they're driving, they're going to somewhere, and they happen to break down. It's like on a Sunday when nothing's open, so they got to trek through this, Camp Crystal Lake a little bit, to basically, have to stay the night until the next day to where they can get out and go fix a car. And then, it starts snowing. It's that time of the year. Snow starts settling in, so they really can't like sleep in the car. They got to go find a cabin, something of that nature. And it just kind of builds into it, just to get some type of setting different that you want to look at. I mean, I was really excited for Jason Takes Manhattan, but we really got kind of cheated because the majority of that movie was on the boat. But what do you think, Charlie? What do you guys feel about the franchise and where that franchise goes?
I really think they should, Corey Feldman's character, Tawny, should have like flashbacks or something. They got to do something where like it still haunts him, the events that he dealt with. I'd like to see what take they would do, exactly what happened to him, the PTSD that he's been dealing with over the years. What do you think? Yeah, I agree. We got to see what happened to Tawny. What really is, how it affects him, kind of like what you saw Lori go through 40 years later. Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing like how the post traumatic stress syndrome that he's dealt with over the years, pick it up from there to tell a story, and then how you reintroduce Jason into the mix.
Well, when you look at Halloween this year, um, it's a good time to be like a horror fan. You got Chucky, you got Michael Myers, you have pretty much Jeepers Creepers that they're talking about. The Jeepers Creepers Reborn. You have Exorcist. You have possibly Friday the 13th. And I know that Robert Englund wants to do one more movie. So, I think that they could find a really, really good actor to kind of carry that torch and have Robert Englund finish that movie and kind of go from there and just create a new at least a solid trilogy of movies. I think that seems to be the format these days. Is let's look at how we can create 3 movies out of a new idea of an old concept. And without having to be identical to the script. Like I know in Exorcist, The Exorcist, they're talking about having the original film, the mom in the original Exorcist, be in the remake,
Yes.
and the first film would be in the theaters, and then the second and third would be to a streaming platform. So that would be a lot of fun as well. So, um, but what I wanted to show you was something that I came across. I thought was pretty interesting, and let's see if I can find it. But in the meantime, Robert Pags, why don't you tell us, like what's going on with you guys? What's new, what's exciting, anything on the horizon?
Yeah, well, I for most people that probably know me, uh, knew that I was an assistant principal to a school, a private school. So I've decided to make the move to public school. So I've been taking a new job. So I've been a little busy transitioning to a new job in the district by my house. So I'll be making the transition to public schools. So this should be interesting. All right. So it's really, once you're like in public schools, it's a lot of politics here. So I certainly am looking forward to this new opportunity, and it's definitely something I needed to do because where I was, there wasn't much more room for growth. So I was like, it's time to go somewhere else. All right. So that means that I'm going to go back into probably doing more hours so you guys get the house to yourselves. Oh, joy. Finally, I'm going to have to deal with you. Yeah, we can party all day now. On.
Let's see. All right, so here I wanted to take a look, guys. Generally, like I said, I appreciate you guys hanging out and being here. Like I said, this is something where we talk, we talk horror. Generally, this is the time of the year when horror is going to be happening. So that's what's really cool about that is Halloween is approaching. Do we like some of the stuff that's coming out with the movies? Absolutely. Do we like the fact that you get to have the animatronics, you get to have the mazes? There's so much this time of the year to get excited about. 100%. So, but I wanted to show you this because I'm really excited about the Chucky series. And the Chucky series comes out a week before Halloween Michael Myers. Hey, Welsh, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Ian, how's it going, Ian? Miss Christina Payne.
A Project X party.
Let's go ahead and everybody in the chat, let's go ahead and we salute you guys for hanging out and supporting. We appreciate it 100%. All right. And so I wanted to show you this, and if you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can get us to. There we go.
My mother called me Charles Lee Ray. Come out wherever you are.
Three words I would describe him. Short, little ass.
What's your name? You know.
Frankie, sardonic, and sexy.
Come here.
The one that gave you nightmares. And made you chuck under your bed.
Twisted, clever, fun.
That's the name that made me a fucking legend. You do know who I am.
Hi, I'm Chucky.
Wanna play?
Dog up with the chuck. Your dad would kill me. I always come back.
Wanna play? Let's play.
nothing like a strangulation to get the circulation going.
The doll itself is so iconic.
First one off the assembly line.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
It's like Kruger or Jason.
You into vintage?
No, I'm in the retro.
Chucky is universal. Kids come running up to me and don't look at me and they point me up. Chucky! I want Chucky! The fan base is incredible and it keeps growing.
Welcome to the cult, pal. You guys are the best.
The fans are incredibly passionate.
Oh, right!
I want to make these fans proud. They live and breathe Chucky. You feel like you're part of a legacy.
I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history.
Just being a lifelong horror fan, I'm thrilled that Chucky has been embraced by horror fans to the extent that he has been.
I am Chucky, the killer doll, and I dig it.
Not here, friend. To the end.
That was a classic.
There is no possible way to not be a fan of the Chucky movies.
No, it's still out there.
Who?
Chucky!
I am the daughter of Brad Dourif, so I was raised with Chucky. The first movie
That's right,
came out
she's
when
been
I was
around the
5.
whole time for that
I remember
franchise.
going to premiere. I believe hid under a seat.
I've heard over the years from fans telling me that Child's Play 2 is their favorite. Andy and Kyle, Alex Vincent and Christine Elise. Fans really loved their relationship that we established in that movie. They have a really kind of brother-sister bond.
Whoa! Ah! Mayhem! Come on, I'll raise you.
Now, with the TV series, it was the perfect opportunity to dig into where those characters are now, 30 years on.
Where I go? Chucky over
Hi! It's always awesome to see both of your faces.
It's always so good to see you.
Always great to see you.
To do a series from it after 7 features have already happened. It seems unbelievable. And to play a character that I played when she was 17 and now I guess she's 47 or 26, I'd like to call her.
Oh, Chucky's 70.
I'd love to get Brad Dourif autograph, on the pop.
Fans want to see the original little boy in Chucky. Alex Vincent doesn't just disappear. God brought him back and made him this bearded vigilante.
For me, it's just been a while that I started this when I was 6 years old, and I just turned 40, and I'm going to be anti in my life.
No, this is like a family project in a way.
One of the things I really enjoyed is getting the opportunity to know these actors, both professionally and personally.
The family element of it is so literal, but not just with Brad and Fiona. Catherine
And
Hicks
it's really
and
going to be
Kevin
interesting
Diego
to see what they
They're
do
literally
on the
in
series,
real life.
and how because they have an opportunity to not just have an hour and a half movie, you have a series. So it's like, 8 to 10 episodes, so it's a little bit longer in depth.
It's just a very colorful, bright movie with all these dark, sinister things happening. You have Chucky beating a teacher to death with a roller. How could you not get excited about something like that?
You've been in the
Now
bag.
you're having a teenager
Quite a
or a
while.
little boy fighting Chucky without any adults protection was something that really resonated with the younger audience too. I get a lot of good feedback on. I wish I had an older sister like Kyle. It also sort of makes the inability to defeat Chucky a little bit easier to understand when it's just 2 kids. It makes Chucky scarier.
I hate kids.
So now it's a new chapter.
There's a lot in this show that they are going to be very excited to uncover about these characters.
Very foolish, action!
Hey, Sabine.
With a real dark feel and some really gruesome, gory deaths, and this show is chock full of those.
It's the World Series of Slaughter. Yeah.
And for the newer fans, it's a little more developed in why he is the way he is.
How did you end up like this? Great question.
It's really shown in a real creative way.
Let me tell you the story of my first time.
Still as dark as ever. We get to kind of see Chucky in a different light and what he gets out of interacting with people.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes.
Let's go.
I'm out of here.
A lot of story can be told, a lot of character development. You watch an hour and a half Chucky film, you gotta wait 4 years for the next one. I think this is an incredible opportunity for Chucky fans to just get a really satisfying immersion into a world.
A series has advantages that a film doesn't. They can show you less and it means much more. No, I'm very interested to see what fans are going to think about it. I always say, killing's good, clean fun for the whole family.
I made it my mission to steer the franchise back to the tone of Child's Play 2.
It feels a lot like the Chucky that I fell in love with. The show hits so many different points.
We have 8 hours of story to tell.
We get to see really interesting characters that have a lot of depth. What did you mean today?
I was trying to be funny.
I think the Chucky fans are going to be so excited. You're introduced to new characters, and then a lot of old characters come back.
The biggest fan favorite, of course, is Brad Dourif as Chucky, Alex Vincent,
Andy Park, as I live and breathe.
Christine Elise,
We're gonna have some fun.
Jennifer Tilly,
I'm back, bitches.
Fiona Dora.
Chucky the series picks up after Nika, Chucky, and Tiffany have left the insane asylum, and they're having a great time. It's so good to be back.
One of our new recruits is Devin Sala. He himself is for royalty.
I play Lucas and Logan Wheeler. Give it a rest. He's 13 years old. He doesn't know what he is.
After Final Destination and Idle Hands, whenever I get a chance to go back to horror, I like to revisit it as much as possible.
So you remember him for Final Destination?
One of the things that fans always loved about the original movies is that the protagonist was a kid. It's called Child's Play. They were all laughing at you. It's something we hadn't done that much of since Child's Play 3, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit, and rather than focus on 6 or 7-year-olds, I thought focusing on young teens would be a new twist and to see how Chucky interacts with them.
I'm your friend to the end. You get fucked with that shit. I'm not 6 years old.
The cool thing about this series is that all the scary stuff even has a lot of heart.
There are a lot of great scenes between Zach Arthur as Jake and his friend and crush, Devin Evans, who's played by Bjorn Armstrong.
Okay, can I say it here?
Yeah.
Because in just the last minute, he's going to go,
Man, working with Don has been great. He's such an amazing director.
all of his movement is coming from him. Yeah, that's better. That's great. Back to another one just like that.
He is the best showrunner. He makes all of his cast feel so happy and safe, and we love him so much up here.
Would have been perfect if Chucky had looked scarier. So that looks good.
It was fucked up, Lex. Cross the line. I could not have asked for better castmates. They're all so funny and so talented. All of us have become really good friends, and we even have our own secret handshake. Right?
Heidi fucking ho.
Chucky's look. We've taken a lot of pains to mimic the specific look of the doll himself from Child's Play 2. I was just talking to someone who said it's the creepiest version, but weirdly also the cutest.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he has like a whole pit crew. In between scenes, like 5 people would come and work on him. The puppeteers would all like rush in and like comb its hair and like move its limbs.
Oh, shit. My bad.
I think that people are going to be blown away by the sophistication of Chucky's performance.
So that doll is pretty phenomenal now. It's like working with a little person.
You want Chucky?
These puppeteers are absolutely amazing, and it's so crazy to get to see this doll move. It's very lifelike and very creepy, and it'll definitely be in my nightmares. This creepy doll just creeps me the hell out.
What's up, Anthony?
Chucky series is a saga that people are really going to love immersing themselves in it.
It is wild and introducing unexpected.
It's scary, and it's got that Chucky snark that we all love.
I said friend. Nothing more.
And it's smart. And it's smart.
Not if there's anything wrong.
I think you're really going to enjoy seeing us steer our franchise back to its classic roots.
Some people just deserve to die.
There's something for everybody.
I don't think fans are going to be disappointed. I think this is a good one.
I think that's going to be very, very happy.
Yeah. Just wait till the end. Can't wait for you to see it.
Whose team do you want to be on?
I want Chucky!
So there you have obviously the series, coming to sci-fi, and the difference of, like I said, it sucks because like you got to have sci-fi on your subscription. Not going to a platform like Netflix or like HBO Max or something like that, but definitely going to the stream route and to invigorate a new fan base. Because obviously you have a great fan base following for Chucky, but now you have an opportunity to reach out and get some of the younger generation with the teen. It looks like they're trying to get into some of that teenage generation. Hey, like, check out Chucky. I'm sure you've heard of him, but now you get to see him from your aspect because you got teenage actors. So what's your thoughts on this series?
So, let me show you something here. Courtesy, in case anyone acts up.
So you're gonna be the ruler. You're gonna come out of that like that was a great scene too. Now for you, was number 2 the best movie in the franchise for you?
I mean, I like the first 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had a loyalty to the original, but I wasn't. Let's see. That one came out in '90, right? I was still young. I mean, I was little when I saw Chucky. Chucky came out when I was born, actually. So that's my connection to it. '88.
Yeah.
But obviously I didn't see it. I was a baby, but I remember being one of the first things that I used to love. And I used to carry around. I wish I still had it. That would be one of those sentimental like things. Any normal kid carry around like, an action figure, or a little girl carry around the baby doll. I carried around the Chucky with me all the time until I decided to put him in the washer, then dryer, and his hair frizzled up. Yeah, it went just like that. Yep.
Mine was the suction cups. You could put it on the car window. So mine's from Child's Play 3.
I threw mine in the wash and then threw it in the dryer, and his hair it destroyed the hair.
Well, the cool thing is like I said, having these type of icons still around and not just collecting dust somewhere to reinvigorate the franchises. I think it's awesome because you get a different perspective, a different look. You have the digital side of things, the FX, the special effects and everything like that. So definitely looking forward to how this will pull in. Hey, Sleeping Collectibles, how's it going? Dana, how are you? I appreciate it.
We made an impact on me because
Let's,
to my left and to the right. I don't think I would have them if it wasn't for Chucky. Not to mention Charlie is nickname.
Charles Lee Ray. But Sleeping Collectibles and Dana, I appreciate you guys coming in. A little salute.
Howdy.
But when you look at horror, like I said, we have so much to look forward to this year. I mean, the shelves start getting stocked. The boxes are in the warehouse. When it hits a certain date, like everything just starts getting put into the schematics, and you walk into these Walmarts and Targets and Walgreens and CVS's, and you start seeing.
I already see animatronics that are for sale. So hardly a shop.
You can buy like Spirit online, things of that nature. So I mean, that's what's awesome about that. 100%. So, wrong turn 7.
Oh, they're actually continuing that.
That's a good.
Different.
Let me see. I mean, obviously, you go into the neck of the woods, like you can always have something like that, right? I mean, so so what they have is it has 2021 Wrong Turn. It's also known as Wrong Turn 7. The foundation is this is a reboot. Okay, so a reboot, and it'll star some different people. Nobody that really pops into my head. Looks like they're going with some fresh young actors. It's a co-production between the United States, Germany, and Canada. The release date was supposed to be January 26, 2021. So I don't know if that came out or not.
I highly doubt it. I didn't hear anything about it.
But I mean, it could. Let's see. Let me double check something here. Let me see if this is. I don't know. I mean, I have to kind of research into more in this. I mean, maybe it did come out, and maybe it was streamed somewhere. Maybe it didn't come out in movie theaters because of everything that was going on.
Hello, Dana. Hello, Dana.
All right, so let's take a look here.
Do you know what we wouldn't have found if we would have stayed on the trail? The waterfall, the cliff.
So they're definitely going
What is
beyond.
that?
I saw someone. I did. I saw someone. My country 'tis of thee.
It's a story people know but don't talk about. Except in whispers, like a ghost story.
Sweet land of liberty.
We don't bother them. And they don't bother us.
Of thee I sing.
But anyone who goes up there leaves this place. Ooh. They don't come back.
Father's died.
It's happened before.
And of the pilgrim's pride.
Descendants of these people are still living up there on the mountain. They said they would be the foundation on which a new nation would be built.
From every mountain let freedom ring.
Yeah, I thought it was a different one. I was aware of this one. This was the remake that came out, but I saw it on the kill count with, and it's my personal opinion. It was terrible.
Okay, well, and that's the thing is, with trailers and stuff, they can cut it to make it look, like decent. And I mean, you're going back into the woods. I mean,
I don't think they, if I'm not mistaken, it's not. If I don't ruin this for people, but the cannibals, the inbreds, they're not. I mean, it's not what you would think. Like those characters are not in it. So that's what, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not what it's like, a whole different type of movie.
Yeah.
Collector Fiend saying if what our feelings are. Oh, I didn't. Oh, Don't Breathe. I have not. I have not gotten a chance to actually see Don't Breathe, the first one. That's a movie I have to do my homework and look.
Yeah, that's if you haven't seen Don't.
I thought A Quiet. I looked real quick. I don't know why I thought A Quiet too, which was really. I like both of them, but Don't Breathe. I have to check that one out.
It's a good film. As far as the concept that like the way it unfolds and everything, like it really is good. I don't know how a sequel is going to turn out yet, because in the sequel he I don't know, it's like he's kind of like the antagonist protagonist type thing, like switching, like it's like he's the bad guy defending himself, but now he's like a good guy. Like I don't know, there's kind of like concepts I look at, but through the trailers it looks pretty solid. It looks really good. But like I said, there's a lot to come out this year. And one of the other movies that are going to be coming out that's not horror related, Suicide Squad. So obviously the Suicide Squad, there's a lot of good feedback about that. It has like 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. So definitely like the Suicide Squad is something I'm looking forward to. Appreciate you stopping in, Anthony. Have a good night, my friend.
Sweet dreams, Anthony.
But what we have is obviously, so Robert, one of the things that we ran into, you did run into some, Jeopardy situations. Now, Angie was going to help me with a quiz, but she's working overtime and she has some things, so she's not going to be able to do that until next week. But she did tell me that she would be able to put something together. So I did make a quiz for you tonight. But I got a feeling, Robert, that you guys can bounce back, and I think you can come through on this one. So I wanted to put this together.
Yeah,
and
I'm dealing on this one. You're on your own.
All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can put this in here. Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. Let me go to menu.
Pagliacci doesn't want to be part of the embarrassment, he says. Listen, your pants are falling. I know.
Okay, so let's see if we can get this here. Now, how this is going to work, guys, is there we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the chat. The chat, you're going to go up against Robert in a game, and we're going to see how this works. Okay, and then generally what we'll do is from that. Now, it's the end of the month, Robert, too. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is we got to put together everybody that has won on the wheel with us, on our quizzes. And we're going to put that together and do a spin thing. So that's something that Robert and I will have for you guys next week. We'll have the winners. What we'd like to be able to try to do is make sure that everybody's correct on who won and make sure the wheel is presented. And then Robert and I will discuss what we're going to give out for you guys. So right now, Robert, so the topics are horror movie quotes, universal horror, 70s horror, horror actors, horror taglines in the 2000s. So Robert, we're going to put you as team one.
Okay.
And Robert, we're going to go ahead and let you go first and give you an opportunity to get started out the gate.
Okay, so let's go with let's go horror movie quotes for 200.
Okay, so horror movie quotes for 200. Okay. Congratulations, you are still alive. Most people are so ungrateful to be alive, but not you, not anymore.
I think it's Jigsaw. Saw.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
There you go. So Robert getting on the board there, so very cool. So I know Horror Collector Fiend was in here first. He was part of the early crew. So Horror Collector Fiend, I will let you start off with the chat. You can go ahead and pick a category. You can pick whatever case that you want to be. So let's see. So let's see what a Horror Collector Fiend picks. And we'll kind of go from there. Horror movie quotes for 500. Okay, horror movie quotes for 500. Boom.
When can I start?
It's okay, but FYI, I beat wholesale ass for a lot less than that. It's okay, but for your information, I beat wholesale ass for a lot less than that. So what movie is that coming from? So I give three guesses for it. And then we'll kind of go from there.
Can I steal this?
No, you can't steal that.
Oh.
But we'll see if anybody can start guessing and get it or not. We'll see. It's okay, but FYI, I beat wholesale ass for a lot less than that. So it's from a movie, and it's a movie that I will say has a sequel, and it was relatively not too long ago that those movies came out, and they have pops. Okay, so horror collector theme coming through. Let's see. And it is Zombieland. Yeah, so horror collector theme coming through for the chat. All right, so Robert.
Let's go with Universal Horror for 400.
Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms, and finish the sentence. Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms, and blank.
And the wolfbane blooms, and even a man blooms, and the moon is full.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
And the autumn moon is bright.
Well.
All right, so let's go.
Well,
let's go real quick here. So who would like to pick another question? I'll see who's in the chat. I will give we have the chat to pick. So horror collector fiend did go. Jasmine Unicorn Zombie Princess, are you there to pick a category and an amount? So chat is your turn. So I need somebody to give me a category and an amount. Category and an amount. Okay, so Unicorn Zombie Princess, if you want to pick a category and an amount. Horror movie quotes for 400. Okay. Oh, you got a letter? I got ran over. Helen gets her hair chopped off, and Julie gets a body in her trunk, and you get a letter. That's balanced. Name the movie from the quote. Movies.
Yeah, they just started filming Clerks 3 today here in Jersey.
Oh, nice. Clerks 3, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it was I Know What You Did Last Summer. All right, so all right, so the chat has opened up. So Robert, you're going to need to stay in close. So you do have some 500s on the board and some 400s as well. So you got to stay within striking distance. So what would you like to go with?
Let's go with horror taglines for 500.
Horror tagline 2000s?
Yeah, horror taglines 2000. Let the squashing begin.
Let the squashing begin.
This is...
What's up, Lick Cake?
Oh my god, let the squashing begin. Isn't this Eight-Legged Freaks? Yeah.
8 million freaks. So there you go. So Robert staying close in. All right. All right. So Flipcake, why don't you go ahead and pick a category and an amount for the chat? A category and an amount. So real quick, you could pick a category for. He's about to make some boxes. He's going to be shooting his lasers.
Firing his laser.
Universal Horror for 300. All right, Universal Horror for 300. What does Count Dracula turn into for the first time in Son of Dracula? What does Count Dracula turn into for the first time in Son of Dracula? So we'll see if the chat can get 3 responses, whether they're going to be right or wrong. You think you know it, Robert?
Oh, I know it. Yeah.
So, no, he says it sure isn't a bat. No. Count Dracula turned into for the first time in Son of Dracula. Sometimes with your lags, like sometimes you gotta go back in, like refresh Windows, check all your windows are up, or sometimes what I do too is I have to like shut the computer off, pull out the router for like 10 seconds, plug it back in. It's crazy sometimes. But let's see, Son of Dracula. What does Count Dracula turn into for the first time? So let's see if we get some responses to come through. And we'll go ahead and start putting the timer down. You have to get at least 3 responses, whether wrong or right. Hey, what's up, Tills Pops? Appreciate it. How you guys doing? If you guys have not checked out their latest videos, make sure Tills Pops, you guys check them out. They do some great stuff. Definitely very inventive with their videos. So definitely check that out. Tills Pops. You will not be disappointed. So what does Count Dracula turn into for the first time in Son of Dracula? All right, let's go, guys. Chat, you guys, let's give me some answers. What do you guys think? Hope all is well. I know Tills Pops, they have a new adventure. They did some moving. They're no longer in Cali. So they got some new adventures to write. So, okay, so we have a Horror Collector Fiend says a mist. Flipcake said a werewolf. So we'll give one more to guess. We'll see. I don't know. Bad transformation of a vampire. It was do you want to go ahead before I reveal it? You want to guess, Robert?
No, I'm second guessing myself, but I was going to say human now.
Fog. It was Fog. For the first time he turned into Fog. Okay, so Robert, you have a chance to climb again. Either go ahead, climb within. How do you want to play it?
Let's do Universal Horror for 500.
Okay, he's going big. Here we go. What was the name of the boat in the creature?
I knew that.
Black Lagoon?
It's not the Venture. It's not the. It's Spanish type of name. Oh my God. Hold on. The Venture. The land.
Yeah, it's going big.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Name of the boat and the creature from the Black Lagoon.
The Bodge. Come out. The.
You know, Flipcake, that'd be a good design too, having some of the old Universal monsters like, you know, Dracula, werewolf, Frankenstein, creature from the Black Lagoon, etched and sketched in some lights and stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
I completely. Hold on.
Okay.
I feel like it's with an R or P. I can't remember what the hell it is. It's a Spanish name, I thought.
All right, well, Flipcake's ready to steal. So what do you got?
Oh, he can steal, but I couldn't steal before.
Well, I gave you a chance to steal. I gave you a chance to steal, but you said that you were second guessing
I
yourself.
don't remember. I wanted to say
I like the like I said, I just like the Universal, like, you know, so having the classics, a nod to the classics would be really cool. Like, you know, having the Wolfman and okay, so Flipcake's gonna steal it.
Larita. Fuck you. I know it was with an R. I'm like, it's lost in Spanish. He took it. It was like he. I only remembered it because he wrote it. But
Yeah. All right. Okay, so we'll go.
I should have known that. Plus, I got Rita Repulsa right next to me as my favorite horror villain. The answer was right next to me.
So Sleeping Collectibles, I know I saw a comment with you. Would you like to pick a category in an amount for the chat?
Can we just point out that the Rita pop figure is literally right here? All I had to do was look over.
You know, like I said, they sometimes you can't see the trees or the forest, right?
Yeah, I'm mad I didn't get that one. I knew that one too. Whoops. That actually was on the Jaws. We did a Jaws.
Horror actors for 400 sleeping sets. Okay, all right.
When we did the Jaws quiz, that was an option. The Rita or the Orca. What was the name of the ship?
Yeah. From Bishop to Ed Harley, this actor is no alien to horror. From Bishop to Ed Harley, this actor is no alien to horror. Who is the actor? So you gotta think, from Bishop to Ed Harley, this actor is no alien to horror. So let's see if the chat is able to figure it out. They get 3 guesses, 3 chances at it. And Charlie, do you have an idea?
No, I just had a guess.
Okay. Well, guesses are good. Guesses can lead to more guesses. And guesses can lead to the right answer or the wrong answer, but either way, you get to participate. And participation is always good in YouTube. Okay, so horror collector fiend. He's on it tonight. Lance Henriksen. All right. All right, so no fretting, no fretting. You're still in the game. Still in the game, Charlie. You're on the board still. So now, what would you like to choose?
70s horror for 500.
All right, it's going back to that 70s horror for 500. Which movie is considered Vincent Price's last great role? Which movie is considered?
Role he was in was Edward Scissorhands.
Hey, Funko Papa, how are ya? A Goo Rhythm, how's it going? What'd you say?
The last movie role, it was Edward Scissorhands.
Well, but I mean, was that his last great role?
Great role.
Right.
Would have been.
Hope you're doing well, Funko Papa Hana. And a Goo, how are you?
Price.
Recently had a birthday.
He would have been. I mean, it's either the invisible. It's either no. It's either the voice of the invisible. No. It would have to be in the Raven. From the Raven.
So you're gonna say the Raven?
Yeah, his when he did the those horror films from the.
Do you remember the Abominable Dr. Phibes? The Abominable Dr. Phibes.
I don't know that one.
That was one of his considered one of his top. Okay, so I see Agu, you are in the chat. Why don't you go ahead, Agu, and pick a category and an amount for the chat. A category and an amount. So we have, like I said, we have the categories up there: horror movie quotes, Universal horror, 70s horror, horror actors, horror taglines of 2000s. And so, and then Welsh, I'll have you pick next too. So Agu, if you want to pick a category and an amount, and okay, horror actor for 100. Okay, so horror actor, there we go. Debut in 1912, this actor found his love for horror was something to howl at. Debut in 1912, this actor found his love for horror was something to howl at. Who was that actor? So keep in mind, 1912. So it's obviously back in the days, but this actor found his love for horror was something to howl at. What's Gucci? Hey Sharon, no worries, no worries. Like I said, coming in. I mean, we moved our times. We're going to be doing this on Mondays. So I just want to basically, right now, we're just kind of, testing some days out and stuff like that. So we're looking at Mondays. Friday's a little bit difficult for us, but glad you're here, Sharon. Sharon's my Walking Dead buddy there, Charlie. Walking Dead will be coming back this month. Season 11 looks really good. But let's see if we get some answers here from the chat. So, debut in 1912. Sharon might be able to help you guys out because she just came in. This debuted in 1912. This actor found his love for horror was something to howl at. This actor debuted in 1912. Found his love for horror was something to howl at. So we're not looking for, what we're looking for is the actual actor's name, is what you want. So we're looking for the actor's name. So if you think of some actors, obviously debuted in 1912, so back in the days. Yeah, I agree. The Whatnot auction, I actually ended up picking up the Rocketeer soda. All right, so Sharon says Bela Lugosi. So let's see if Bela Lugosi. We have no idea, no clue. So we do have 3 guesses.
No, I know it's Lon Chaney. No,
It was Lon Chaney. I kind of figured you might. So the key word here was obviously the howl at, and Lon Chaney was the Wolfman. So you go from there. All right, so Robert and Charlie, you're still within striking distance. So you have a chance to creep in there a little bit more. What do you got, my friend?
Let's go with Universal Horror for 200.
Universal Horror for 200. Okay. Who played the Invisible Man in The Invisible Man Returns?
Should be Claude Rains.
In The Invisible Man Returns.
Oh, Returns. Shit. Claude Rains or Vincent Price. Gotta pick one. I'm going with Claude Rains.
Claude Rains.
Or Vincent Price, and I went with Claude Rains.
And it was Vincent Price. Okay, so Welsh Dragon Hunter. You have an opportunity to increase your lead for the chat. So Welsh Dragon Hunter, what would you like to pick? And once again, guys, next week we will be spinning the wheel for everybody that made it on the wheel, in doing that for our giveaways and stuff. So 70s horror for 200. 70s horror for 200. All right. 1974 movie. This 1974 movie is based on serial killer Ed Gein. This 1974 movie is based on serial killer Ed Gein. So let's hit the chat. You get 3 guesses. And like I said, when you do categories, you kind of obviously it's throughout the 70s, right? So that is helpful. This 1970. Hey, Mama J, how are you? How was work? Mama J's been working her butt off. Ever since she's gotten back to work, she's been working a lot. So this 1974, and just so you guys know, Mama J has done this quite a bit with the Jeopardy. She's had some great shows with her Jeopardies. So we kind of thought, hey, this would be good for the horror side of things and play as well. So nod to Mama J on that. Okay, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the guess. And look at Flip Cake, flipping the script here. So yes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So that was that. So, let me see if I can give the chat the points. All right, perfect. All right, so Robert, okay, you're still in this, Robert, obviously, but you got to go strong. You only have a couple of bigger ones on the board.
70s car, 400.
All right, 70s for 400. Okay, which movie has Karen Black terrorized? Which movie has Karen Black terrorized by an African Zuni fetish doll?
Karen Black terrorized by an African Zuni fetish.
Yes, today was Spectre's birthday. So happy birthday to Spectre once again. Birthdays are always fun. They're a lot more fun when they're on the weekend, but definitely, when they come around. So happy birthday to Spectre. Hope you had a great birthday. Hope you got something that you really wanted. Karen Black. She was terrorized by an African Zunini fetish doll. What movie was this?
I see the cover. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I think. Well, they used the movie was based off of that one. Yeah.
African Zuni fetish doll.
All right, I need an answer.
Puppet Master.
Puppet Master. Well, Puppet Master wasn't quite in the 70s, but this movie, I will tell you, this movie scared me because I remember my aunt was watching it. She had the whole house in dark, and she had put me to bed early, and I heard some bits and pieces of this movie, and it just kind of terrified me because the room that I was in was really, really dark. I was little, but this movie was trilogy of terror. This is kind of where I feel like they got a little bit of pull from Chucky, because it was basically this zoo fetish doll, this African Zuni. All right, so here we go. Chat. So Sharon Birdwell, why don't you go ahead and pick a category and an amount for the chat. Now next week, guys, we like I said, we will be trying out Mondays and stuff. That's one of the things that we want to kind of do. Just looking at Fridays, it's really, really hectic with a lot of different things. But next week, Angie is going to, from Roscoe Pops, is going to put together the quiz, and I'm going to help Robert and Charlie. So we'll kind of like team up and go up against the chat. So I'll give you a little bit. That way we'll have an opportunity to kind of go. We'll have the same thing where we get 3 guesses, type thing or something. But so Sharon, we're going to see what you would like to pick, category, and the amount. Horror actors for 200. Sharon is calling out horror actors for 200. Okay. True icon of horror, and when he is not being chased by a village mob, he can be found picking flowers. True icon of horror, and when he is not being chased by a village mob, he can be found picking flowers. Now, we'd like for you to get the actor who played this character, is kind of what we're looking for. So, not the actual character, but this gives you a description of the character. True icon of horror, and when he is not being chased by a village mob, he can be found picking flowers. Handing them off to the little girl. That's right. All right, so let's see if we get 3 guesses here and see what happens. Charlie, you have an idea what it might be?
I know.
So, Mama J, where'd you get? He got motorcycle lessons next weekend. Ooh, nice motorcycle lessons. where'd you guys go for dinner? So, what do you think? What do you think about that? Motorcycle lessons. Cat says no. Cat says no. All right. So let's see if we get. So we got Boris Karloff. And Boris Karloff, Frankenstein. Yes, he did. So yes, master. Okay, so that chat is pulling there. That's all right. So you still, like I said, all right. Now, Robert, this is when you want to start bringing the gear because you got those 300s still up there, which you definitely need. But
Hard taglines
for 2,000
or 400. Yep.
or 400. Okay. Tagline: put up or shut up.
Isn't that Zombieland as well? Put up or shut up. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Zombieland. All right. Nice job. Got that one quick. All right. So, hey, Divine, how's it going? So basically, hope you're doing well, Divine. And like I said, we got a lot going on this week. You know, obviously you got the Fun Con, those that got a chance to get in the lottery, and then you got your boxes that are coming in. I did get my box of fun that came in, so that's really cool. So okay, so Sassy, we'll go ahead and let you pick a category and a topic or an amount, and see what you guys can do from there. But one of the things, guys, you know, like I said, when you look at, you know, let us know, you know, what you'd like to see out of Scream Stream, you know, like give us some ideas, you know, so we can incorporate, because you guys coming into the chat, like that's what it's all about. You know, Robert and I can sit back behind stage and talk horror all day long. But this stream is about, you know, up and coming stuff that's coming up, you know, whether it's animatronics, whether it's movies, whether it's going to be, you know, stuff that's going to be scary, you know, just things in general. Whether we're talking about, you know, your best Halloween costumes, you know, but we also play this game here where the chat takes on the panel, and sometimes we'll bring on some surprise guests. Charlie, we can even do that, where like if you want to have an opportunity to come on Scream Stream and help Robert out and Charlie out, you can let me know, DM me. I can have you come on, and you can be on that side where you go up against the chat. So let me know. And I mean, you don't have to, you know, if you want to hide behind the icon thing, you know, if you don't want to show your face, like I get that too, like that's fine. But if you want to give Robert some help, so so she's going with horror taglines for 100. I'm nervous for the Fun Con. I got my spot and only want 7 things. Very cool, Welsh. Congratulations. Very cool. Congratulations. 7 things, you know. You just got to go in, you know, with that mindset that you're going to get it. Okay, horror taglines for 100. All right. Every puzzle has its pieces. Every puzzle has its pieces. Name the movie. Yeah, I mean, Robert, did you enter in at all for the lottery, or is there things that you were interested in, or?
No, since I was transitioning jobs, I was like, let me hold off because I'm saving up for Comic-Con.
Right.
So I did not, and plus I've been traveling a lot. So
and that's going to be a treat right there for Comic-Con when you go.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna live stream from there.
Yeah.
Plus, I got it for actually New York Comic-Con. I got in as I got a pro pass, so I'll be there 4 days. So
very, very cool. Okay, so Saw it is. That is correct. All right, so Robert, you need to go big here. You need to get in here.
I have to go with the horror actors for 500.
All right, got to at least pull you within. Okay, this actor is no work of wax, but you may find him in the company of wolves. But do not enter his mouth of madness.
Wax and wolves.
This actor is no work of wax, but you may find him in the company of wolves. But do not enter his mouth of madness. So obviously some of these are movie titles. So you want and actors, and like I said, you know, there's some actors out there that stand out, and some you got to really think about, especially with horror. So it really makes it kind of hard. from that. You know what I mean? Um,
So it's an actor from this.
yeah, it's that's what you because you're naming the actors.
I'm trying to think. There's two movies that is it Cry Wolf or is it Night at the Wax or Cry Wolf? It's one of these two. I'm gonna. I'm stuck between two movies. Can I at least know? Is it the earlier film or an older film?
Well, I mean, you have like the Company of Wolves, Mouth of Madness, Waxwork. All right, Sharon, definitely get something to eat. It's always important. But yeah, this actor, it's if you start thinking about it and looking, it may come to you, it may not.
Because if it's the Nightrun Museum, the Museum of Wax, that's Cameron Mitchell. Or if it's Cry Wolf, it's the other guy. I'm thinking Cameron Mitchell.
Okay, so Cameron Mitchell, and it's David Warner. David Warner. All right, so here we go. So Divine, you can go ahead and pick a category and amount for us. But yes, we wish we send more wishes for Charlie. You want more wishes for Spectre? Today was his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Spectre! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Spectre. Happy birthday. No! That's blue.
All right, so let's see if what movie quotes for 300. We're gonna do movie quotes for 300. All right, and it's not the house that's haunted; it's your son. It's not the house that's haunted; it's your son. So, Charlie, what is a good thing to do on one's birthday?
Eat, party, and watch a lot of horror movies.
And what if you're an anime fan?
Oh, then definitely a Lundy's. What do you call it? A Lundy's marathon.
A One Piece marathon. And Insidious. So there we go. We got that. All right. So Charlie, here we go. You still have an opportunity. They can miss stuff. You can get stuff. So go ahead. Pick one on that you want.
Let's go with Universal Horror for 100.
All right. What are the grave robbers looking for when they break into Larry's tomb in Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman?
I'm pretty sure they were looking for treasure.
Okay. So I'm gonna give it to you in this category. Family jewels would be the one. So I'll go ahead and give that to you. All right. So here we go. Yeah, my Little Ponies. See, I got somebody sent me My Little Ponies right here.
My Little Ponies.
My Little Ponies. And I think I'm starting to figure out maybe who it might have been. My nephew who watches our channel, because I saw a comment, and he doesn't really comment on the videos very much, but he did make a comment. So I think he may have sent it. I know some people said Sassy. I know Divine came into play. So I think it could have been him. Not 100% sure, but all right. So Mama J, why don't you go ahead and pick a category and an amount for the chat? A category and an amount for the chat. And yes, and we have, like I said, guys, looking forward to, you have mystery boxes out there, like Obi the Kid has some mystery boxes. I know We'll Be Poppin' has some mystery box stuff. You have Geeky Mama Bear has mystery boxes. So definitely check that out. Okay. 70s for 300. And of course, Jump Pops, I just got his mystery box today. 70s. What did she say?
70s
For 300. Okay.
That was what I was going to go for.
All right. So 1979 horror film stars Halloween Scream. 1979 horror film. So this is obviously Halloween. It's not the movie Halloween, but the one that starred in Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis, she was also in this horror film in 1979. So name the movie that she starred in 1979, and it is not Halloween. Yeah, so Sassy says it was not her. We got Little Ponies, my little bronies.
We'd like to steal this if nobody gets it. Although I think this movie technically came out in 80, but whatever.
Shepe, what's up, Shepe? Shepe is a very. I see his name get pulled a lot for I know he won tonight with Cody, popular opinion. So congratulations, Shepe. He does a lot of support in the community. Always doing a lot of good stuff. So congrats to you, my friend. So what do you guys think? So Divine saying prom night. Okay, so that's one guess. So you get two more guesses. So this 1979 horror film starred.
I do think you're off by. No, let me give that away.
Which is Divine's usually on it too. But this was, like I said, it's one of those films that like I said, it's a good thing she has Halloween, because I don't think this film did her like really any justice. But we'll give you got a couple more guesses, guys. A couple more guesses. Here we go.
Two more.
So we'll see.
Gets this actually. See, Mama J said I could steal it.
We'll give we'll give an opportunity to steal just because he's behind. So go ahead. Well, we had the fog, so that's the second answer there. Okay, so what do you think?
Isn't it Terror Train?
And it is Terror Train. It is correct. So Terror Train.
To be fair, I think that was 1980, or
No.
it came in. I thought it was 1980.
Let me double check.
The only reason I know is because she did something very similar to that, but it was New Year.
It does show on here 1980, but it shows also.
I think it came out in an in between.
Yeah, but the trivia question had it down for the 70s anyway. So
yeah, no, that's fine.
But all right, so Terror Train it is. Okay, so
just remembered that immediately, because
now you have another opportunity here, Charlie.
We're gonna go with horror taglines 2000s for 300.
All right. The dead shall inherit the earth. The dead shall inherit the earth.
And the dead shall inherit. Day of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. What the fuck am I talking about?
Hey, what's up, Chris? Thank you, appreciate it. So you're saying Dawn of the Dead?
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously George Romero had many zombie movies, but Dawn of the Dead was not the one. It was Land of the Dead. Land of the Dead. That's when they started like being smart, walking underwater, all that stuff. All right, so still anybody's game at this point. I got 3, 5. Definitely like the chat can ice it right now, but so let's go ahead. Chris, have you picked a category yet? Chris, why don't you go ahead and pick a category and an amount? Flipcake brought in the Terror Train. Hey, what's up, Dead Zone? How's it going? Speaking of Terror Train, I know Dead Zone's going to be doing some traveling. So, I know he's going to be rocking and rolling.
Nice.
Um,
Going cross country to us.
he needs a
LBD gonna pick him up.
make the Dead Zone. I have something too for you, Dead Zone, that I want. I'm trying to figure out how to box it without like putting it in a huge box because it's light. But I have something I found for Dead Zone, and I'm trying to get it out to him. All right, so let's see here. Take 300 for Shark Week. 70s horror for 100. All right, so here we go. 1973 Linda Blair movie. Head spinning, projectile vomiting, demonic chills. 1973 Linda Blair movie.
You guys should have already answered this by now. If nobody says it in 10 seconds.
And we earlier mentioned something about it.
10, 9, 8.
Well, remember, there's a delay. There's a little bit of a delay.
Everyone should be able to answer this.
There you go. See, the answers are popping in. The Exorcist. All right. So here we go, Robert.
Set up the chat for it.
So Robert, you're gonna need to get. So even if they miss all of them, you can still make it close. Though, what do you want to do here?
Let's go with horror movie codes for 100.
Okay. Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make. Listen. All right, you're saying Dracula, and Dracula it is. All right, and so boom. So all right. So chat. Dead Zone's going back to Cali.
Is it just traveling or moving? A lot of people are moving, so he's just traveling.
No, I think he's visiting. I think he's taking part in something. So I don't want to give away all of his information.
Yeah, no.
But I know if he wants to reveal that, that's fine. But I know that I mentioned, when I saw he was going back to Cali, I thought it was pretty cool. So maybe he'll probably.
Yeah, here he comes.
Maybe he'll make some vlogging. There you go. So he's going to FunCon. He's going to participate in FunCon.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go, Mama J. He's going to be in FunCon. So that's going to be that's going to be near Mama J. Absolutely, 100%. So Mama J might be getting the band back together. Dead Zone might be playing, and Mama J she'll be rocking it out with her band. Okay, so chat. So let's go ahead. So Dead Zone, since you are in here, Dead Zone wants you pick one of the last categories, either horror actors for 300 or horror taglines in the 2000s for 200. So you just pick either 300 or 200. But yeah, FunCon, it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what's in the. They're gonna put out. What's that?
How far is FunCon from you?
For me, it's like it'd be like an 8-hour, 7-hour trip. I mean, if I flew, I could get there in 30 minutes, but like maybe 40 minutes. I don't know. All right, so 200. All right, so here we go, chat. This is the tagline to the movie. It's called "You Scream, You Die." So it's not. I'll give you a hint. It's not the movie Scream. So, but it's "You Scream, You Die." That is the tagline. It's in the 2000s. It's a movie in the 2000s. So, so it's gonna be an 8-hour trip for Dead Zone. So yeah, so it's kind of around. He's coming in a different direction, but we basically would, like, if I leave at night, if I went at nighttime, I could do it probably about 6.5 hours. It just, obviously it depends, as long as there's no snow, and stuff like that. Sometimes you go through that grapevine, you get the snow, and you get stuck in that traffic. You get around that 3 o'clock day. Hey, what's up, Alex? But this is a You Scream, You Die. So name the movie. It's in the 2000s. In the 2000s. Okay, so there we go. So we got Scary Movie and Dead Silence, and boom, Dead Silence it is. All right. All right, so Robert, you got to finish strong. You at least can pull. Oh, you can't get to 2000, but at least you can. And there was a couple of questions that you could have, that you might have had, but you kind of second guess yourself.
The end of the dead, the Vincent Price one.
The Rita boat.
The Rita was right next to me too.
Yeah. All right, so horror actors for 300. Here you go. His voice is known for getting down, as whomsoever shall be found. Without the soul for getting down, must stand and face the hounds of hell, and rot inside a corpse's shell. Remember, this is an actor.
It's a Hellraiser. Actor.
So think of the lyrics. I mean, what everything's saying up there, right? His voice is known for getting down, as whomever shall be found. Without the soul for getting down, must stand and face the hounds of hell, and rot inside a corpse's shell.
Corpse's shell.
And this is the actor.
His voice is
26 hours.
Whosoever shall be found.
26 hours. You might as well fly.
Okay.
41-hour drive for me with no breaks. Wow.
So, forgetting.
That's crazy.
Tim Curry?
No, my friend, if you do remember the Michael Jackson, right?
Oh,
have you ever heard the song Thriller?
Thriller.
Without the soul for getting down, must stand and face the hounds of hell.
That's Vincent Price. Why was I was thinking too much into this.
All right, so once again, the chat has laid the hammer down this week, 100%. So the chat, it keeps rolling it through, but very, very cool chat. You guys, like I said, I appreciate it. Hello. I'm going to say hello to you, A Chick Official TV. Hello. Welcome. And those that came into the chat, we'd like to give you guys a warm welcome. Bub, that's right. Give him the salute, Bub. 100%. Go ahead and Ghostface, so we say hi. Do we want to say hi, Ghostface? Oh, no, you don't want to say hi? Okay. All right. Well, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on whoever comes in the chat. 100%. We will definitely keep an eye on you guys. But so Robert, once again, your hair was tied up in knots. But it's okay because, like I said, next week Angie's gonna put together a quiz. I'll come in and help you. We'll have a little bit more tag team, situation. We'll take on the chat. Or, like I said, if anybody from the chat, if you guys ever would like to come on and be a part of it, be a guest to help Robert with the quiz, you're more than welcome to do that. Just reach out to me, DM me, and we can set that up as well. But like I said, so, Mama J came in, flying in through her jet. She works and she's got to go do all these things with birthdays and stuff. So she's got to get around a lot really quick. But that's kind of where, with us guys, we definitely, we appreciate it. Oh, okay. So you're from India. Awesome. What time of the day is it in India? Oh, Teresa Newell, look at Teresa Newell with $5 super chat. How's it going, Teresa? So we got to give, yep, Teresa too. She's the other one that's that Wonder Woman. She loves her Wonder Woman stuff. Actually,
Thank
Charles,
you, Teresa.
I got an AOK from Teresa, and the video is up on our links. We got some amazing comics, some great stuff from Teresa Knoll. She's a great member of the community. If you guys drop her a link, she's on the road to 100. Definitely deserving of getting that first milestone. And the other thing is too is, like I said, that's what's awesome about this community, Charlie, Robert, is that we have a lot of people that just do some amazing things time and time again. And it's always good to see
One
because
another.
yeah, it replicates, it feeds off of it. It's like a domino effect. We have some outstanding members of the community, 100%. But yes, Teresa Newell, we appreciate you 100%. And Jasmine, thank you so much, my dear. Hope you have a wonderful evening. But this is kind of, like I said, with Scream Stream guys, our job is to, bring Chucky out a little bit and have a little bit of fun, because you can't keep a good guy down.
Don't fuck Chuck.
Yes. So now, Charlie, if you had an opportunity to go up against Chuck, are you going to be able to handle him, or are you going to be running?
Oh no, I'm gonna team up with him.
Oh, you're going to team up with him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, if you guys with Teresa Newell, Road to 100, if you have not subscribed to her, please, guys, give her a follow, support. She does a lot of things in the community. She really does, and it goes without saying. Like I said, that's what I love about the community in general. And like if Matthew Cowley came in, Papa Willie, we always have the special for him too. Definitely for Matthew, we got the special. But other than that, like Flipcake does some amazing stuff with. Check out his IG. Some of the things that he does, guys. If you're interested, with he has some like horror stuff that he's making for Halloween. He does some laser edges. There you go. Let me go ahead and put this real quick. See, look at that, guys. So Ezra
enough for this.
Ezra will make night lights like this. He has an array, an assortment of things that he can do now. Also with soda cans, the toppers, he makes those. You know what I mean? The soda toppers. Hey, what's up, Obi the Kid? And if you guys are looking for mystery boxes, Obi the Kid has some mystery boxes. He's got some stuff that he's sending out. Definitely, I believe it's 50 guaranteed, 60 shipped. I picked up one of mine boxes from Obi, so looking forward to that. I got my Gem Pops box today, so that's cool. But other than that, if you guys get an opportunity, we're also going to try to do some Scream Stream merch over on Teespring, create some different stuff. But if you guys have some ideas of what you would like to see for Scream Stream, how you would like to, because the ones that come and hang out, we appreciate you guys 100%. And that's what it's about is, talking horror, talking about Halloween, talking about animatronics, movies, playing some games and interacting. That's what it's about. Pops that are coming out. We got some great Halloween pops coming out. You got the Freddy soda that's going to be coming out. A lot of people are going to be going after. And of course, you got the Fun Con. So who's excited about that? Hey, John, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping in. John's Comics. He does a great stream on Saturday with his two daughters. You guys want to know anything about comics? John's Comics is definitely something to check out. Like I said, he, with his daughters over there, like I said, they put together some reviews. Charlie, she loves her bagels. So definitely, you kind of go from there. But I mean, that's kind of what we do is we do play some games. We do kind of hang out and have some fun. But let me do something here real quick too. But if you guys are interested in playing, I don't know, Flipcake, if I can do that tonight. Um, but now that you did mention that, we could throw some horror type games in. We could do some Quiplash. I know with the Quiplash, you can also design it, the questions, so we can kind of maybe try to do it horror style. I can look into that. Um, but definitely, like I said, you got a lot of things going on, guys. Obi's got some great mystery boxes. Check out John's Comics with Kids. A lot of people in the chat, do some amazing things. Flipcake's John's Comics, if you're interested, you should check out Flipcake's designs. His IG, he does a lot of laser stuff with some sketching, some lights, stuff for your channel. There's a lot of really cool stuff that he can do in designs. So that's always cool right there. Guaranteed value is going to be 50. Let's see here. And then Sassy Cajun, she's on the road to 1K. That's my co-host partner on Thursdays. We do Pop In Around the World. So Pop In Around the World, we travel. Charlie, we get on the plane. We just came back from Canada. We travel and we go hang out with people and we get to know them, see what they like to do, shops that they go to. Maybe they have a great restaurant. What's that?
Parlez-vous français.
Parlez-vous français. That's what I say. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, look, Agu Rhythm. Like I said, Agu Rhythm. He's also knowledgeable with the comic book side. So comic books and pops. There's a lot of great intertwining because of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You got the What If series coming up. So you obviously have WandaVision, Scarlet Witch, Mouth of Madness. There's a lot of cool stuff. Definitely a lot of cool stuff. So other than that, guys, we're just kind of hanging out. Hey, Candyman, there is another right there. Candyman, guys. Candyman, he always on Instagram, Robert. He always has some great food on his Instagram. I'm telling you, it's like adopt me at least around dinner time because, he's just like showcasing all this food, and I'm like, oh my god, like he's just living in style. And then of course, Candyman, he always has, like he's got his dog. He puts his dog in the car and goes on trips, and the dog's like got his head out the window, just enjoying the breeze. But Candyman's always been a great supporter for a lot of us in the chat. Definitely, I will always say this because it's important. Charlie, I know Robert, you probably remember, but back in December, I had a sharp pain in my shoulder, and I didn't know why, and it was really, really excruciating. And I went to the hospital, and they were running some tests, and they were kind of thinking it was like a precursor to a heart attack, and they weren't sure, and all this stuff. And, it was scary because at the time with COVID and stuff, it's not usually when you're in the hospital, people can hang out with you or, there's a little bit more life walking around, and, they didn't. So I'm in the hospital at night, and I'm like really like kind of scared and not really know what's going on. And I didn't have family and stuff, so I hop on Instagram and I'm like, okay, like who's awake? You know what I mean? Like it was like I don't know, like 2 a.m. or something like that. And Candyman, he started talking with me a little bit, having a little conversation, and kind of calmed me a little bit. And then I think I fell asleep for a little bit until the doctors came in to check on me. So definitely always appreciate that, Candyman. And Tats 79, another one. Guys, when you look at supporters in this community, Tats is always dropping links, letting people know like what's for sale, what's going on. He's always in streams. Like, I mean, I cannot tell you enough. Like any stream I go into, I mean, you always see his Tats. And once again, one of the things that's really, really, really cool, Robert, is So I got this here. This Chucky, signed by Ed Gein. This is from Tats. Tats gifted this to me, an A-OK. So that was awesome. So it's one of the things that I treasure and appreciate. So, but yeah, Candyman's the Night Owl. And I remember when Candyman first came, I always thought it was like, remember that song, Candyman? Oh, the Candyman. Ooh, boy, I love you. So remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually, it's different. Or I thought it was in relation to like Willy Wonka the Candyman. You know what I mean?
Candyman.
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of what we appreciate you guys stopping in, supporting. Each week on Mondays, we're going to try to be in this time slot right now. At least just taking over while we can. I know I looked at some things that were out there, and like I said, Fridays is really tough. There's a lot going on Fridays. And speaking of which, Fridays, Sassy Cajun's doing a whatnot. She does her whatnot auction, so definitely check that out if you guys are looking to buy some pops and get in on the whatnot auctions. So, but Sharon, definitely appreciate you. You're always supporting. Appreciate you 100%. And yeah, Divine. Divine's always up as well. And Divine himself, I gotta tell you. I had this sent over from Divine. This is really cool. Texas Chainsaw. All the blood. So that's something when like I said, in this community we do a lot of things for each other, and some things stand out more than others because they're just meant in a different way to just say, hey, thank you. So I think it's just amazing how this community connects like a puzzle piece. So and granted, like I said, nobody has to like each other. Nobody has to support each other, but people do, and people find ways to connect. And whether you're goofing around in the chat, like me and Mr. Crispers, we have a tendency to goof around, or if you know somebody well enough that you could just it's kind of like you're right next to them. Speaking of which, Robert and I have built this Scream stream. When it first started, we had Dallas, and Dallas, did a lot of good things. And then we brought Robert aboard, and it kind of played into that. And me and Robert have taken it on ever since. And that's what Scream Stream's about, guys. It's about having some fun. We're looking to play some games on here. We're looking to do trivia. We're going to be giving away stuff. We're going to be touching bases on all things horror. So Monday nights, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Stop in, drop in.
Amen, Candyman. Amen.
Yeah, I mean, it's 100%. I mean, because like I said, these are streams. We all put together streams, and we collect and we do a lot of different things, and it's just for me, I look at it in one way as there are people that I connect with a great deal, and there are people that I associate with, and there's people I support, and that's the way it should be. But but we got FunCon coming up, so hopefully you guys had an opportunity to win the lottery. If you didn't win the lottery, you know that they always the next day they put stuff out there. You got the retailers. So even if you do win the lottery, you're not guaranteed to get a con sticker. So it's not you are getting first crack at the items, but it's not a guarantee you're going to get a con stickered pop or whatever the case may be. So, but hopefully you guys had an opportunity to win. That'll be coming up on I believe the 4th, I think it is. And yeah, so Robert, I didn't win, but all I want is the Blacklight Rabbit. And that that's the thing is there's a lot of the cool thing is there's a lot of people, you know, I got a feeling, Divine, that one could possibly be available on that Saturday, the next day in the morning. You know, they usually do it at 6, 9 p.m. Eastern. So we shall see. But and plus too, uh, you know, there's always people that have a tendency to get stuff and have stuff available. So I think that helps out a lot too. You know, for some people, I actually, Robert, I won all 4 of the blacklight pops. It's like Alice, the Mad Hatter, the Queen.
All 4 of them, nice.
Yeah, it's a set. I won it off of disc pops. They posted it and pulled my name, and so I was like, oh, sweet, you know. So Obi needs the Kronk. I'm not selling out for diecast. I actually would like the diecast. I know it's $50, but I mean that's the hard part, is because I know they're going to make more of them. And the first one is always so tough. You know what I mean? We're starting this week off, and a lot of people speculate on what kind of Freddies are going to be in boxes. Um, you know, there's just a lot of different stuff in regards. So what I'm looking at here is, see if they have a list. So that Blacklight Alice rabbit, you know, does look pretty cool. But I'm looking at I wanted to pull up the actual FunCon 2021. I wanted to see if there was, what about the Tokidokis, the unicorns? All right, so here we go. Let's do this real quick, just so you guys, I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where you really got to kind of, I don't know, have you guys won before? Like, if you won the lottery before, like, what would you suggest for people to do? Like, what would be a good strategy that worked for you? So if we look at this here, we'll view the image. So you have the Harry Potter pop, right? So here you have, you know, the Dr. Fate. I can't remember which one this one is, but this is going to be FYE. The Blade. Now, Blade, I really want Blade from Walgreens, you know, but I know Walgreens aren't really, or I think it's something you could go online. I know when I got the Deadpool on Walgreens, I was able to get it online. But a lot of people are going to, you know, go after this Kaboom cereal soda, you know, for that guy right there. And then you got the Thor, and I think the Thor Chase is the Blacklight. Then you have the Captain America, which is going to be $50. Got the sketching, and it's got the, you know, the everything encased. Then another thing a lot of people are might not try. I don't know. It's what people's thoughts are, but you know, Snow White being the first property of Disney, you get a pop, pin, and bag bundles. You know, so for your Disney fans, you know, that might be something people might want. The Rocketeer pop, you know, and then you got Moby, obviously, and Danger Mouse. Here you have she's a Wonder Woman character, Martian Manhunter. So there's the box lunch, the Kronk. I'm not the Walmart. I'm not really key. Like, I mean, I could probably do without in that sense. Like, I can wait. Like, I'm not gonna waste other picks trying to put these guys in the cart. The Wolfman, the Captain America looks really cool. You know, the Star Wars Ray pop, I think it's just something just to represent Star Wars. Now these guys right here, right here. So the Toy Tokyo, these things always sell out really fast.
Gone.
You know, usually like that's the hard part, Toy Tokyo, but like these guys right here are going to be sought after. Now these is a show. So like this one right here, this looks like some kind of like a Wonder Woman style. This is a show that on Netflix or something like this. I can't remember the girl's name. Then of course the Galactus Pop, which I think they just kind of took the one that they just originally had and then said spray painted it, and so I got kind of lazy in that. But then of course everybody wants the Harley Quinn. You got these guys are spread all over the place, the Tokidokis or whatever they call these, I guess. So I mean, I think there's a lot of interesting pops. I saw the Target one at my Target. They said they won't release it until the 5th or whatever, but all of these should be available. I definitely go after the Bulbasaur and probably pick up all of those if possible. But and then you got the Prince Adam soda. So I mean, obviously the sodas are going to be very popular to go after. There's that Blacklight Rabbit. So there's a lot to digest. You know what I mean? You definitely have a lot to digest. What's up, Cisco? How's it going? Cisco was camping, doing some camping. Camping's always fun. Funko PDX, how are you, my man? I know you had a late night last night as well. Chris's stream, Kano. But yeah, I think, when you look at the Fun Con, for some people it's like, is it something that's really, really fun to get excited about? Like when they had the Slee Stack, the Rocketeer, very limited sodas. Is there that one item that you're just like, I really, really have to have this? Like Divine wants the rabbit, so like if there's people out there that's not that big on the rabbit, but you won the lottery, I mean, maybe you have a way of doing some bargaining, some, things like that. So, but that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. The Fun Con's coming up. So, if you got the lottery, if you won, what's going to be your strategy? How are you going to go about it? Is there something, because you may have to sacrifice something here to get something you want. You know what I mean? So, because I think if you go like start moving around, like trying to get like bouncing around, I think it's going to be hard to get everything in your basket that you want. So, I mean, have a plan, have a game plan, highlight your credit card in another window so you can just copy and paste it if you don't have the autofill. Just make sure you're ready to go as fast as you can, and hopefully you guys get some good stuff, and best of luck to everybody. So Cisco's I'll trade Nancy for the rabbit. So are you wanting the rabbit, Cisco? Is that what you're saying? You're wanting the rabbit, or you want to trade her for something? Like if you got the rabbit, you would trade her something. Oh, that's right. Fat Gum and King Orca. So those are animes. So that's what those guys are. So you got Fat Gum right here and King Orca. These are the anime ones.
King Orca.
And then this one's from like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's the Beholder.
Yeah. Now this one, I don't remember. Is this Green Lantern? Is this like Sinestro? I don't. And then you got some interesting ones here. The chicken.
Sinestro's next to the chicken nugget.
Okay. And this is the one from Suicide Squad. This is one that detaches its arms. Not sure about this one. This one might be like some kind of anime one. Then you got this one right here from Entertainment Earth. Obviously the combo. So there's some. The Office. I mean, there's definitely like if you're running a whatnot auction. I mean, like if you can score some of these pops. I mean, I think it's going to be great. Like even if you don't collect them, just for value wise, to put them in the whatnot auction. Or if you score something, you can make some trades. Obviously there's going to be people that are going to be running, flipping them. There's people that are going to be running some waffles, things of that nature. But it is what it is. Let's see. The box came in yesterday. We've been so busy. Ronnie starts high school tomorrow. Oh wow. Okay, you're gonna open it tomorrow. Awesome. Definitely he'll. That's cool. And man, you guys start high school tomorrow. We still have until the end of the month. So Logan's cousins are gonna come up tomorrow and hang out for the week. But definitely. So Nancy says her only thing is the rabbit. She wants the rabbit. Did you happen to get so if you guys, like I said, when you get the rabbit, you can trade. Maybe someone will get it and you have an opportunity. There's a lot of cool things. So Funko PDX says his local GameStop told him none of the stores are supposed to get the D&D characters, and in fact, it's very limited. I have my GameStop. They usually open up like 12, but I think they kind of started to open up a little bit earlier now. But in California, the cool thing is because on the East Coast, when things start selling out or whatever, nobody has any. I always sometimes have an opportunity in the GameStops where I go to. Sometimes it's not that bad, it's like sometimes you can score some of the items, but all right, well, back to reality. Yeah, I'll be there. I know by the end of the month we'll be here before you know it. But who knows? Hey, what's up, Fox Crown? Saved your flocked rabbit and rabbit soda for trade, not race. Fox Crown, give Fox a little hello to the fox. Hello, Foxy. But definitely, yeah, because Alice, you get excited about the Mad Hatter. He's always dancing around. But it's like, what are you gonna go? What are you gonna go for in the con? It's like, if it's your first one, guys. Awesome. I think it's hard because there's so many things out there, and you're competing against other people that are in the con. So it's not like a guarantee. You're not necessarily going to get a con sticker pop. So there's a lot to look at and dissect. There's a lot on the table. But and then another thing, yes, Candyman, I appreciate it. It was interesting to see from Disc Pops to be able to, see my name pulled and to win that, all 4 of them. So the guy said he was going to ship that out on Wednesday. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what's cool about that, Robert?
What's that?
Is that it's getting closer and closer to the New York Comic-Con. And that's going to be exciting.
Yes. For which we will definitely be streaming from.
So tell us a little bit more in depth about what are you expecting from New York Comic Con? Like, what's going to go on for you? Is this your first con?
No, I've gone to Comic Con since I want to say 2015 was my first. So I've been going for a number of years now. Recently, I would do the 3-day. Well, I did the 3-day with. They had those passes. Then I switched to the 4-day passes. But now I get the because I'm certified to teach in media. There's a thing that you fill out, and I get exclusive access to certain things as professional development.
Oh, so you get exclusive access to things.
I
see.
Well, mostly panels and stuff, and the showroom floor supposedly, but I believe it. This is the first time I'm going to be there with that type of pass. So
you're going to show your room on the floor?
What was that?
You're going to show your room on the floor, huh?
I got the showroom floor. Yeah, that's the it's interesting to say the least. But no, I really enjoy New York Comic Con. I miss the fact that obviously last year it couldn't happen; it was virtual. But this year, it will be happening. Excuse me. I imagine that there are going to be new rules and protocols and lines. That's going to be different. But I always take Charlie with me because usually when celebrities are walking around, once they see him, they come up to him. Josh Peck was that did that from Drake and Josh. Josh Peck, who's now in the Disney Plus series of Turner and Hooch. But he was walking on the showroom floor, and I was walking, kind of minding my own business, and I feel a tap on the shoulder, And I go to turn around and it's Josh Peck, and he's like, "That is the creepiest and most awesome thing I've seen all day." And I was like, "Thank you." I was like, "Can I get a picture?" And we got a picture. So I'm pretty sure.
That's cool. I mean,
I'm sure I've shared this story, I think, in the past on some channel. But
you go to these cons and stuff. How do you feel it's gonna be like heading in this time of the year? Like, do you feel? I mean, that it kind of takes away from years past, obviously, but like, is it still a way to go out and say, you know what, I want to have fun? It's still a part of trying to get back into society. These were things that were important to us then, so we want them to be important to us now.
yeah, it's our little escape to be, to be us and be around people that are like us, um, all that love the same thing. So, that's what I love about it. That's what I love about that, and like we come together as a community, and you could be complete strangers, and then you all are just like into the same things, taking pictures with each other. The cost. I love taking pictures with like some of the cosplays I saw. In fact, what's funny is I meant to say this earlier when you were showing that the Chucky at the beginning of the stream, the Chucky documentary. There was a girl that was dressed like she had all this makeup, like she was the scarred Chucky. That girl was at Comic Con. I have a picture of her. That's New York Comic Con 20. I think it was 29. The last one, 2019. Or the year before, but I saw that. I was like, I know, I've seen that person.
Were you able to put together any quizzes at all, or
I
or
don't. I have an older quiz, but
you weren't able to do that one with the Halloween, right? That one. Or was the one you were trying to do?
We did do it. I think we played it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, Horror Collector Fan, is we're gonna have a quiz segment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna structure, the show a little bit where obviously we're gonna do the Jeopardy. We'll do a quiz. So next week we're definitely gonna spin a wheel and put the people that won the quizzes and have an opportunity to send something out horror related. But if you don't have a necessary quiz, I mean, like I said, we're at the 2 hour mark. So, you know what I mean? That's one of the things that makes it kind of hard. I mean, I don't know what you have for a quiz, but I mean, we can always climb into the foxhole, and just, rest and hang out 100%. Or we can dance around like the Mad Hatter, whichever way. But, or, we can always just get a little crazy.
Fox, I'm pretty sure that you can't miss me with Charlie. He's pretty noticeable when I'm walking around. I can't take. I would love to take Pagliacci, but he's too heavy. He's huge, and to carry him around all day is exhausting. I can barely carry him on my lap, which is why I put him down. But Charlie definitely comes everywhere with me. So,
all right, Sassy, my dear, appreciate you stopping in. Check out Sassy on Fridays for her whatnot, and she's with me on Thursdays for Pop In Around the World. Basically Pop In Around the World. Like I said, we go and travel with people in the community, get to know them, get to know some of their hangouts, where they go to hunt, travel, like whether it's Comic Cons, whether it's comic book shops, Targets, whatever the case may be, and learn a little bit about them. So if you'd like to be on Pop In Around the World, contact Sassy. We are actually booked up through September. We just booked Taco Pops from Australia will be coming on, so that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, so that's one of the things we're looking to do. But you, anything in particular that you're looking forward to with this con?
I like, honestly, just seeing the people in their cosplays. My main thing, and meeting celebrities. That's usually like the thing I like, and then buying buying some collectibles. Since I was really looking forward to last year before that happened. Oh, look, I found the thing that where I took this picture.
Let me go ahead and.
And that same person was in the documentary when you played earlier today. But
Yeah.
did a pretty good. That was a really good costume. And then of course here's a Spank who just tapped my shoulder, and he was like, "Can I get a picture with you?" I was like, "I'll be like, of course."
Charlie wasn't looking too happy.
He's the one who. That's how he got his attention. I was just walking, completely minding my own business. The first time I took the picture, it was just us two, and then I was just like, "Oh wait, the whole reason was Charlie," because I actually got nervous for whatever reason, because I wasn't. You get tapped by your shoulder by somebody from your childhood, and I'm like I did a double take. I was like, "Oh," she's like, "Can I get a picture?" I was like, then I realized who it was. I'm like, but yeah, no. So that's them. Here's Charlie doing being puppeted by Christopher Sabat. He sent this to somebody he knew. Hold on, let me get this better. Let me clean my screen here.
That's cool. That's a lot.
Sean Schimmel.
This is great. I love this. Wait, does he have an eye button? Yes.
You need to get him a shirt. You need to get like a small child shirt from the Comic-Con to put on Charlie.
Yeah, no, he's signed. Charlie's signed by Sean Schimmel on the inside. I've shown this again in the past before too, but for those that know, the voice of Goku, he was one of those. I was online with a friend of mine. You can see
brothers
autograph inside. You guys get to see the behind the scenes of Charlie. But Sean Schimmel's autograph is in there, and we were online to go see Christopher Sabat, and so Sean Schimmel's next to him at the table over, and he saw the Charlie, so he comes out of the line, and I have my back towards him, so all like my friends are with me, who were waiting on to meet Christopher Sabat, and they all like, and I'm like, what's going on? And I turn around, and he comes up, and he's like, "Oh my God, can I see that?" I was like, "Of course."
Well, that's a good.
I completely lost my words. Usually, I don't get like usually I'm like, "Oh hey," like whatever. But when someone just completely comes up,
well, that's a good magnet, a good gimmick to have Charlie. In regards, because like if people are, it's different. It's totally different. So
here's Carla Perez. When I met the actor, this was like 2 weeks ago. When I met Carla Perez, who played my favorite villainess, Empress Rita Repulsa. When I met her, the first thing she said, she's like, "You know what? I never actually had a puppet come up to say hello to me before." So that caught me over. But I was like,
yeah,
give me a big hug afterwards, because I was there from like the beginning to the very end of this one-day con that was in Philly, and so she got a kick out of Charlie. And obviously, if you're familiar with Power Rangers, Rita was trapped inside of a little dumpster. It's hard to this picture, you can't really tell, but we got a picture of Charlie coming out of. He's actually coming out of the dumpster that she was in. So,
hey, Mad Hatter Pops, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. We're actually just ready to close up shop. Appreciate it, my friend. We had some good trivia. We had a good night hanging out. We are 2 hours and 15 minutes strong. But we appreciate each and every one of you guys being here, hanging out, supporting. You guys mean a lot in the community, each and every one of you guys. And like I said, it does mean a lot that to have you guys stop in, whether you were hanging out the whole time, whether you came in for a little bit of time, no matter what the case may be. Well, happy birthday for your sister. That's awesome, isn't it? And family is always important, always important. But we appreciate you stopping in and just saying hi. Mad Hatter Pops has been doing some amazing things as well. Funko Brothers, they are on the road for their journey, their next stop, which is, I believe, 700, 650. But hey, have a great week. Let's see what happens with FunCon. Let's see what goes on. And those that are starting back to school coming up pretty soon. It seems like this summer went by fast. I'm going to make the most of my remaining month, and because we don't start till August 30th. But hey, that's why I tell the boys. I'm like, oh, they get all mad because the kids get out early. I'm like, yeah, but once summer starts and you're out, and they got to get ready to go back, like you're still enjoying it like that. I'd rather you enjoy the summer, like as you get into the summer, than like be out in May and have the first part of June when all the graduations, everything's going on. It doesn't really feel like summer started. I don't know. So, but appreciate you guys. Dead Zone, have a safe trip. Hope you have a lot of fun. Whoever is won the lottery, you guys won the lottery. Good luck. Let us know how things went. And we'll be talking to you guys next Monday. Stop on in, have some fun, catch up with us again, and we'll go from there. But everybody, thanks. Charlie, what do we say?
Have a scaretastical week.
All right. Take care, everybody.